Greetings and salutations. Thank you for lending an ear to the Voice of the Times. It's Tuesday, January 26, 2021. For today's editorial, Red Cross saliva testing for COVID-19 must be vetted by FDA. The Philippine Red Cross, or PRC, announced on Sunday that it would begin the use of saliva-based testing for COVID-19 starting yesterday, Monday, after it received approval from the Department of Health, or DOH. Announcing the decision, Dr. Pauline Obial, head of the PRC Molecular Laboratories, told ABS-CBN Teleradio, "We presented to the COVID lab expert panel of the DOH last January 20, and we received good feedback. They recommended approval to Health Secretary Duque, who issued a letter addressed to our PRC chairman Richard Gordon, that the Red Cross can test using saliva samples on the RT-PCR, or reverse transcription polymerase chain reaction machine." According to Obial, the PRC submitted 1,080 samples from its pilot testing to the health department. She said the saliva COVID-19 test will be available at the Mandaluyong City and Port Area PRC Manila Molecular Laboratories. By February, we expect that the whole country and all the 13 molecular laboratories of the PRC can test for saliva, she added. This is all rather rush and sketchy. We don't want to rain on this parade, but we think it is our duty as a national newspaper and media organization to report that there is today considerable dispute about the efficacy of saliva tests in detecting the COVID-19 virus. We call attention particularly to a report in December 2020 by the Guardian newspaper in the United Kingdom, written by its health editor and strikingly headlined, "Experts Question Claimed Accuracy of COVID-19 Saliva Tests." The Guardian reported, "Saliva tests for COVID-19, which are being introduced for NHS or National Health Service workers as part of the government's mass testing program, pick up only 30% of people with low levels of the virus, and not 91% as the official assessment has claimed, according to experts." Two members of the Royal Statistical Society's working group looking at the accuracy of COVID tests have questioned the results and the way they have been evaluated. Professor John Deeks from Birmingham University and Professor Sheila Bird, formerly of the MRC Biostatistics Unit at Cambridge University, say the tests perform poorly where people have low levels of the virus, which is often the case in people without symptoms. They say the discrepancy in the figures is because the evaluation used spike samples, saliva to which the virus has been added in the lab. The OptiGene RT-LAMP test, which can be used with saliva samples or nose swabs, was intended to be part of the Liverpool mass testing program, routinely offered to asymptomatic NHS workers. People in the community have been given lateral flow tests, which involve nose and throat swabs. Both tests have the advantage of speed, with results within half an hour. The accuracy of the LAMP tests came into question last month, however, when a letter emerged from scientists with Greater Manchester's mass testing expert group. They said they found only 47% accuracy and warned the tests should not be widely used in care homes and hospitals. The experts concluded with this: "Before the government decides that these tests are to be used in the population, it is really important that we find out how well they work in people like us. This study has mixed together real clinical data with data from samples that have been made in the laboratory. This has led to its performance on saliva looking better than it is and wrongly suggests that it can detect SARS-CoV-2 in samples with less virus in them." We may well say the same about the COVID saliva test that is being pushed by the PRC. This test itself needs to be tested by competent authorities to see if they truly work. When last we checked, Health Secretary Duque was not a substitute for the Food and Drug Administration, which has the sole authority to approve COVID vaccines and COVID tests for public use. And that's the editorial for Tuesday, January 26, 2021. For more news and information, get a copy of the Manila Times on print, subscribe to our digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and listen to the Voice of the Times.